Hey y'all, so today I'm gonna be making a video. 3 things I wish I would have known or just done as a music producer. And this really just correlates to the position I'm in right now, as far as, I guess, not being in the spot I wish I would have been right now, or I knew I could have been right now if I would have made these choices or just followed through with these steps that I am now just doing right now. And yeah, man, the first one would be making content like I'm doing right now. Making YouTube videos, making TikToks, posting on Instagram, anything that just promotes my music or just lets people actually hear what I'm doing or making as far as a music producer. Because if you have a bunch of files in your hard drive and your laptop, whatever, that's not really gonna do much, because no one's listening to it, no one's actually hearing it. No one knows, nobody might even know, like, okay, if you say you make music, but who's gonna know what it sounds like? Who's gonna know what it is that you make? So really just promoting yourself on social media is free now, as far as posting and just letting people hear you and people know, and just showing people, like, okay, this is what I make, this is what I do, this is my vibe, this is my genre, whatever it is. So yeah, I wish I would have started making content and focused down more when I was still in school. That would have definitely put me in a different position right now that I'm in. Having a fan base for sure, having supporters, having maybe sponsorships, depending on how many followers you have, you could get sponsorships, and other streams of revenue too, like sample packs, drum kits, stuff like that, and potentially even getting big placements due to the fact that you're promoting yourself and actually posting stuff. I've seen a few producers that get placements through that. They might post. I seen a producer recently, he got a placement with Wiz Khalifa because he posted a beat, and Wiz Khalifa commented. He ran it across the post and he commented, "Send me this." So you never know who's watching. Just stay consistent, stay down, and anything can happen. Just push whatever you're doing out, and you never know who's watching. Second one would have to be collaborating. Collaborations, they could get you a long way, because other people might know people that you don't know. They might be ahead of you, and just you might even, the most important is just really learning from them, learning from what they're doing, learning their process that they use to create things. You might learn how to make your drums better, how to make your melodies better, or certain tips and tricks that they do to make beats faster or make them sound better, mixing them, whatever it is. You could get better in a lot of ways by collaborating with people, because they might do something different that you do, and you might incorporate that a different way, and that might spark an idea or make you a better producer that way. I remember I was collabing with this producer 48 Hours a Day when I was first starting to collaborate, and I pulled up on him. He had an Airbnb. I pulled up on him, and I was just cooking up melodies, and he'd throw the drums on, and I was like, yo, how do you get your 808s to knock and stuff like that? And he started showing me what he would do, and stuff like that. And I learned a lot, and just listening to what they do and how they do it also might make you a better producer by you trying to implement the same things they're doing in a different way, in your own way. And after that collaboration that I did with him, I definitely felt like my drums, my bounce and everything was better. Just seeing him, how he put the drums in, and sound selection's big as well. So just everything in general, it made me a better producer when collaborating. And like I said, you might never know who they know, and you might never know what that collaboration ends up making, or what happens out of that collaboration. Last one would be networking. And I'm just now starting to network. I was networking, but I wasn't taking it serious. I would just go network, and I wouldn't actually use my network. I would just meet people and cool. I felt cool. But now you have to actually use those resources, They might be artists. You might could get placements, get a bigger catalog, and that could be more money back in, front end as well, as far as, you selling your beats. As far as you just doing whatever in general, you might meet a manager, you might meet somebody that likes your A&R, that likes your stuff, and they might be able to put you in position or put you in a spot to where, all right, now this is on you, depending on how you move with this. That will dictate what you, as a producer, engineer, whatever you are, content creator, business owner, whatever it is, it's for everybody. That might determine what your situation would be in the down future, And I can definitely speak on me coming into contact with the A&R. He put me in position to where he set up an artist for us to link. I had just got a new studio. I'm mobile, and he told me, he was like, hey, are you down to go to said spot to record this artist? I'm like, yeah, let's do it, set it up. And with that being said, I pulled up, I recorded him, engineered, and then after that, I was trying to get a placement instead of getting paid with the artist, because he was upcoming. He is upcoming. But he insisted on paying, so I was like, okay, cool. I took the bread, and then after that, I was just sending him beats. Nothing ever came from the beats, as far as I know, because I haven't heard anything drop with those beats that I sent him. But with that being said, like I said, work your network. You might make an extra couple bucks here and there, or that could potentially lead to placement. So yeah, networking. I just met a diamond top charting super producer, and it's up from here. As far as me, this new year I'm trying to load him up with as many ideas, vibes, whatever it is, to his email, because like I said, you gotta work that network. You gotta check in on them. You gotta make sure they're doing good. And you just gotta show them you're hungry. I feel like you show someone you're hungry, eventually they gonna tap in and be like, okay, let me see what he's talking about. Let me see what buddy been sending me, or you might not hear a response in a few months, in a few weeks, whatever the case is. But I feel like if you stay consistent, and whatever service you're trying to push out there to where you're bringing value to the table, once it's needed, they will definitely tap in. And then you never know, you might, okay, boom, you might just, out of nowhere, boom, you got a placement, or out of nowhere, boom, you got a sponsorship deal, or boom, out of nowhere, you're getting signed, or you never know who's listening, you never know who's watching. So those are the three things I wish I would have been doing, would have known. Well, I already knew about them, but I wish I would have been implementing these steps, as far as just being me, as far as anything that I'm doing, like YouTube. I wish I would have started doing this way earlier, because what was holding me back? Nothing. I have a phone, I have a camera, I could record anything. I wish I would have, if I would have done this, would have started this last year, I'm sure I would have had at least at the consistent pace I'm posting right now, at least 1,000 subscribers. Not sure about the watch hours, but for sure 1,000 subscribers I would have had. And who knows, I probably would have already had a video that blew up as well. But yeah, these are the 3 things I wish I would have been implementing as a producer. And I hope anybody else that's out there making music, making content, making plays with the business, or just anything in general, implement these. Because the longer you wait, the longer time passes by, and you're trying to implement something or do something, you're just wasting time. Just do it. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not at the set standard you want it to be at, because perfect isn't, none of us are perfect as human. We are all just imperfect people. We cannot be perfect. You know, we make mistakes, and we're always learning, growing, and achieving new levels of greatness in our field, or in just in general as a human, as an entrepreneur, as a music producer, as a content creator. Just post. I feel like just post, just do what you're gonna do, just put it out there so people can see, and then eventually they're gonna see your growth, you know, and then on from there. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and if y'all enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, see y'all soon. This is my lunch break, so I'm making this quick video right now on my lunch break. So thank y'all for tuning in.